Good evening, family. Today is still Thursday, April 18th. I am back with another episode, and I'm glad that you're here with me to see what I have to talk about. And as y'all know, if you follow me for a minute, you know my stance on how I feel for myself. Not speaking for nobody else. How I feel about a relationship or marriage for me and why I don't want it. Right. So, one of my Facebook friends also watches my videos, right? And she commenced to asking me, why am I so negative towards relationships? Lately, on most of my videos, I talk against relationships and marriages, that and the other. What am I for? If I'm so against relationships and marriage and all this type of thing, what am I for? And she hit me with the famous question that women nowadays tend to ask a man when he don't want a relationship. When he don't disagree with the state of the modern dating scene. When he don't want to deal with modern women. When he'd rather just go off and be by himself, go his own way, and just not be bothered. I don't hate women, as I've said many times before. I still deal with women. I don't hate women. She hit me with the famous question, said worldwide by the modern woman, who hurt you? Okay. And what are you for? If you're not for relationships and marriage and this and that, what works for you, big wad? I was being sarcastic, but I said, and leave. Go home. Get out. After we're done. That's what I'm for. No relationship, no marriage, just, and leave. I'm being sarcastic since she wanna call herself analyzing me, critiquing me for my views and how I wanna live my life. Like it's affecting her and her life. You free to live how you wanna live. What does how I choose to live have to do with you? And I'm not telling nobody, convincing nobody, making no other man live how I say he should live. These guys, the men that listen to me, have already chosen to live that way on their own. They just can relate to where I'm coming from. I'm not that powerful or powerful at all to where I can make somebody live a way they don't want to live. Call it what I'm saying. They happen to understand where I'm coming from. So they gravitate towards my commentary. Now let me say this why I don't want a relationship. Not that I've been hurt. Yes, I've been hurt. Every man has been hurt. Every woman has been hurt. If you haven't been hurt, keep living. But I'm not sitting around here hating, mad, bitter, want harm to come to any woman I've ever been with that ever hurt me. As a matter of fact, every relationship I've ever been in, every woman from my marriage, my ex-wife, to any ex-girlfriend I've had, we still cool. Can see each other, talk, like when my ex-wife, when we first went our separate ways, we were working out some kinks with my son and how the co-parenting thing was gonna go overall or whatever. But other than that, like right now, we cool. I'm not sitting around, hold on, y'all. We get along fine. No animosity, at least not on my end, and I don't feel none coming from their end either. So if I was sitting around here mad or whatever, somebody hurt me, how am I still cool with all my exes, the one who hurt me? I'm not, you get over it. I'm a grown man, you get over it. My issue The reason I feel the way I feel about relationships and marriage, what have you, and how ironic that a woman, it's usually women. I don't have no men coming at me saying, Big Warren, how could you be against marriage? How could you be against relationships? It's not men asking these questions. It's not men asking me, who hurt you? It's always a woman nowadays that can't understand for some reason. Women can't understand how is it that a man don't want to get married. How is it that a man don't want a relationship nowadays? Hold on. It's always women that can't seem to figure out or understand, how could a man not want to get married? Like, marriage is wonderful for a man nowadays. What man in his right mind wouldn't want to lose all his stuff because the woman he with ain't happy no more? What's wrong with that man? How could a man not be okay with giving his heart, his mind, his soul to someone who wake up one day with a hair up her ass and decides, you don't make me happy. We've outgrown each other. Like, give me your kids and have everything you ever worked for your whole entire life. How could a man not be for that? How could a woman not understand where a man is coming from? But I don't expect a woman to get it. I don't care if y'all don't get it. The men get it. I understand why I'm the way I am. Let me try to explain it a little bit to the women in the back that may have an ounce of understanding. I don't agree or want a relationship or a marriage anymore because I don't want to be responsible for another human being's happiness. And that human being having the ability to destroy my life based on a feeling of how she may feel that day. That's why I don't want a relationship or a marriage. Not because somebody hurt me, I'm bitter. No, because I have learned from my mistakes. I have learned from my past. It's not that I'm hurt, it's because I'm wiser now. I know who I'm dealing with and what I'm dealing with, so I move accordingly. There is no hurt, no anger, no hatred towards women. Y'all have heard me say many times, whether you believe me or not, I love women and I still want to deal with women. I have not X'd women out of my life. I just don't place women as my top priority. I don't see women as infallible little angels. I know who and what I'm dealing with. So now I can move accordingly. I don't depend on a woman for my happiness. And I don't want a woman depending on me for her happiness because that's not my responsibility. But women tend to place their happiness, her ability to be happy, on that man. That's too much to place on another human being, man or woman. A woman is not responsible for my happiness and I'm not responsible for hers. But I get that. So any woman I'm with, I don't depend on her to make me happy. And if I'm not happy, it's her fault. And therefore I gotta punish her by leaving her no matter how she feels. Because I'm not happy. Women, on the other hand, don't see it that way. A woman don't care how that man will be devastated when she leave him. She gonna leave him just because she ain't happy. He ain't gotta be mistreating her. He don't have to be abusing her. He don't have to be a cheater. He don't have to be none of that. He can be an all-around good guy. There are women all over social media, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, admitting that they have left good men. Every man that gets divorced, that a woman has divorced or left or walked out on, wasn't a bad man. Yes, there are women that walk out on bad men. He deserved to be left, but that's not the majority. There are women nowadays leaving good men. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. Because of how she feels. because she feels he responsible for her being happy. And the solution for her not being happy is to leave him. Then she'll be happy. Only to find out when it's too late that wasn't true. She wasn't wise enough. How most women are not wise. They're smart, but not wise. Wisdom is something that a man possesses, and while a woman is designed to be led, designed to follow a man. Because the man is the one that possesses the wisdom, the woman is smart. Smart and wise are two different things. Being capable of doing something, which women are capable of doing many things, but being wise is not one of them. Don't be mad at me, be mad at God. I didn't make it like that, he did. Now, are all men wise? Hell no. Are all men capable of being leaders? Hell no. Are all men worthy to be followed by a woman? Hell no. There are some men that ain't worth being followed from the front door to the back door. He'll get lost on the way from the front to the back of the house. So ladies, don't get it twisted thinking I'm sitting up here singing high praises to all men. I'm telling you about the hierarchy of things and how life was designed to be. Is it working out like that? No. As I said, some men I wouldn't let lead me from the front door to the back door. He'll get lost in the living room. So no, all men are not worthy to be followed. I get that, ladies. But I'm trying to explain to my Facebook friend and anyone else who wondering my issue with relationships, why it is, letting y'all know it ain't called somebody hurt me. I've been over every hurt I ever been through as far as relationship-wise. I still deal with issues from my mother and my father. But that ain't got nothing to do with relationships. That's two totally different things. But I don't want to be held responsible for something that's not my job. Every woman, every man on this planet is responsible for their own happiness. You choose to be happy. You will only be happy when you choose to be. Everything can be going right in your life and people still choose not. There's still people in this world right now that got everything going right and they're still not happy. Because they choose not to be. There are people in this world right now where everything is going wrong. They're going through all kinds of hell and chaos. All types of trouble right now. Some health issues. Been diagnosed with this, that, and the other. And they're still happy. Because they choose to be. There are kids, if you look on them little Discovery Channel documentary or whatever over there in Africa, running around dirt roads barefooted, out there playing in the street just as happy as they want to be, and you got kids over here in America, got everything handed to them, and they miserable, committing suicide and all types of things. But you got kids over there in Africa, in third world countries, running around barefooted, ain't ate in a couple of days, out there playing in the middle of the street with their other little friends, just as happy, laughing, and joyous, ain't got nothing. Material-wise, they happy because they choose to be. Happiness is a choice, not an action. You have to choose that, not something that somebody makes you. So no, I'm not going to give my heart and my mind over to someone that can destroy it based on how they feel that day because I didn't make them happy when that ain't what I'm supposed to be doing anyway. That's my issue with relationships. I don't want to be responsible for somebody else's happiness. That's all. That's it. That's all. The peace of mind that come along with knowing I'm not responsible for if that woman decides to leave me today because I didn't make her happy. I'm enjoying my peace. I'm not at a point in my life right now in my 50s, I'm not worried about whether or not that woman is happy. How's she feeling today? What must I do to keep her stable? What I gotta do? How much work I gotta put in today to make sure she's feeling good? I don't have that burden on me anymore. That's my issue with relationships. I don't have that burden. The burden of babysitting her feelings. I gotta babysit her feelings to make sure her feelings are intact. If not, she gonna destroy me. I ain't gotta deal with that today. That's my thing with a relationship. Why I'm against it. Why I don't do it. Why I don't do marriage anymore. Not out of being hurt, not out of being bitter, but just out of being at peace. Living a peaceful life, not having to worry about somebody else's feelings, how they feeling today. Something that ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with I mistreated or something I'm doing wrong to her. It just, she saw something. Feel like her life should be that way, and it ain't. So therefore, I gotta make it happen. I ain't gotta deal with that. Do you understand me now? Get it, got it, good. Ain't nobody hurt me. Bye.